And here's a live shot of Maguindanao. President is going to Maguindanao today
Yes, to
on a historic peace mission.
He's going to be going to the community of the MLF. Did I
Yes.
get right? Yeah.
Yes.
And apparently this is their preparation for now, and clearly it's going to be festive.
And very, very historic. David Santos is there. He's going to tell us what's going to happen today, what we should expect, and what it's all going to be about.
And this is our reality here in Metro Manila. It seems like a very good day today, Jing. Traffic seems to be
yes,
flowing.
that's right.
It's light to moderate.
This is the new underpass, if I'm not mistaken, in Araneta Avenue, yes. Our floor director, Joy, is saying yes, it is the underpass, so I believe him.
So this was the one wherein they said they were able to finish earlier than expected, and they
Right.
were able to cut down the expenses for
Right.
this particular underpass.
And our skyline, look at the smog, the fog,
I was going to say it's quite gloomy.
the pollution.
But
Look at the pollution on the horizon. But the sky's clear, very clear. So it should be a good day.
It should be a good day.
It's still a little cool in the evenings, Amlin, but I can feel summer coming on little by little.
I think Pag-asa is saying that by the end of March, we will be expecting summer to be with us.
Right. Well, that's just right in time for the Holy Week. The Holy Week is end of March. Good Friday being the 29th. Good morning, I'm Jing Magsaysay.
And I'm Amelin Veloso.
Pat Fernandez is going to join us in a bit from the other studio, from the Solar Weather Center. It's Monday, February 11, 2013. Today, President Benigno Aquino will embark on a historic peace mission to the Moro Islamic Liberation Front stronghold in Maguindanao to launch a socio-economic program called Sajahatra Bangsamoro, or Peace Bangsamoro, for the MILF community. Also, the government will start distributing health, education, and livelihood assistance to MILF members as part of the government's serious efforts to foster peace in Mindanao. That's a live shot you're looking at on your TV screens right now, live from Maguindanao. And our reporter on the ground, David Santos, is there, and he will tell us the story of the peace mission today. And today in history in the United Kingdom, yeah, Ringo Starr right there. The Beatles recorded their first album, Please Please Me, at the Abbey Road Studios, which helped create the phenomenon known as Beatlemania. Each one of the Beatles received 30 pounds, that's 30 pounds, as full payment for the recording session of 9 hours and 45 minutes. And here's a quote from one of the greatest songwriters of all time, John Lennon. He said, "All we need is love." Yeah, John. And our photographer of the week is George Tapan, a well-known veteran photographer who does not have eyes like yours and mine. He has the eyes of a master photographer. Not only did his eyes capture the lights available in every scene he's captured, the perfect framing and composition in every photo he takes. First photo is, well, what year is it? It's the year of the water snake. Here's a photograph of a water snake by George Tapan. Look at the composition. Look at the ripples in the water, the reflection of the light, creating green lines, echoing the horizontal position of the snake, and the head of the snake just right coming out of the water and almost looking at George's camera. Beautiful photograph. Next photo, the festivities in Chinatown, Manila recently. That's lion dancer, a dragon dancer. This was just this weekend. Beautiful point of view. And the third photo is a Chinatown dragon dancer. People gathered around the dragon, and the head of the dragon just framed right on the right-hand side of the photograph, balanced on the left by the buildings and horizon, an invisible horizon of people on the bottom of the photograph. Beautiful photo. And let's now take a look at the banner stories of the major dailies. Philippine Daily Inquirer headline reads, Pinoy war vets lose appeal in U.S. court. Case involving benefits is to reach the Supreme Court. Feasts, fireworks, open year of snake. 1 billion plus Asians ushered in the new year, the year of the snake on Sunday, with a cacophony of fireworks after a Chinese televised gala featuring megastars, including Celine Dion, kicked off a week of festivities, says the story on the left-hand page of the paper. Photograph caption reads, Snake charms wearing traditional Chinese dresses during Sunday's celebration of the Chinese New Year. 6-year-old Tiffany Sahinko in the center, and her twin sisters, right there, I can see just one, twin sisters Trisha and Trixie, 4 years of age, admire figurines of water snakes being sold as Lucky Charms at a stall in Manila's Chinatown in Binondo district. We were there last Friday. Really, really nice place. We'll bring back Amalilio, says the palace. Comelec readying extra PCOS machines. On the very top of the paper, games to replace war when Noy visits MILF area. And sad story on the left-hand side of the paper, Lolong, the world's largest croc, is dead. And the story goes from Butuan City. Lolong, the world's largest crocodile, has died in captivity. The crocodile has been ailing since swallowing a nylon cord 3 weeks ago. What's a nylon cord doing in Lolong's cage? Which triggered chronic diarrhea. The reptile's stomach started swelling, according to Rowena Elorde, special spokesperson for the Bunawan local government. Very sad story. And the photograph on the front page, Seeing Red. About 700,000 people take part in the Philippine Red Cross Volunteer Run held simultaneously in Pasay City and Quezon City yesterday. That's the front page of the Philippine Star. Manila Bulletin, Aquino makes history. President Benigno S. Aquino III will embark today on a historic peace mission to the Moro Islamic Liberation Front stronghold in Maguindanao to launch a socio-economic program called Sajahatera Bangsamoro, or Peace Bangsamoro, for the MILF community. Abu Sayyaf faces new foe, the fellow rebels, and a photograph of fireworks welcoming Year of the Snake. Fireworks light up the night sky at the Luneta in Manila during the countdown for the start of the Chinese New Year on Saturday night. Filipino families welcomed the Year of the Water Snake by strolling around the park and partaking of meals. Manila Times headline, Chief Justice violated Constitution, according to Carpio. Manila Standard today, Pinoy launches development program in MILF area. Visit to rebel camp hailed as historic. LP links Mindanao peace to 12-0 win. And UNA pins victory on fight against power abuse. Malaya Business Insight headline reads, Gardenia sees 4 billion pesos income for 2013. Philippine spending habits awe Japanese an executive of the Japanese clothing store Uniqlo says he is awed by the spending habits of the Filipinos. Katsumi Kubota, Chief Operating Officer of Far East Retailing Company, the Philippines unit, short of calling Filipinos as spendthrifts, said such habit can only be driven by the country's big economic growth. Kubota was particularly impressed at how fast our items sold during the Christmas season. We sold around 300,000 items from mid-November and early January. Business Mirror headline reads, Utility unrolls 7.6 billion pesos for infra push. That's a look at our front pages. Amlin?
Thanks, Jay. Let's now check on what's trending this morning on social networking sites. Among the worldwide trending topics in Twitter is One Direction, 1D in 3D. English-Irish pop band One Direction will soon be seen on the big screen in their movie 1D in 3D. The film shows the band's journey since their first world tour and includes behind-the-scenes footage and interviews of band members as well as their fans. 1D in 3D, directed by Morgan Spurlock, will hit theaters on August 23. Meanwhile, the band is not nominated for a single category in the 55th Grammy Awards. This year's Grammy Awards will be held at the Nokia Theater. Among the early winners were 10,000 Reasons for Best Gospel or Contemporary Christian Music Performance, Go Get It for Best Gospel Song, Gravity for Best Gospel Album, Eye on It for Best Contemporary Christian Music Album, and MTV Unplugged Deluxe Edition for Best Latin Pop Album. This year's live performances also are a must-see, as these include Elton John with Ed Sheeran, Dierks Bentley and Miranda Lambert, Sting with Rihanna, and Bruno Mars, Justin Timberlake, and Taylor Swift. And still on Twitter, Filipinos are talking about the death of the world's largest crocodile, Lolong. Yesterday, Bunawan Mayor Edwin Elorde confirmed the death of the 20.4-foot Lolong, who died at approximately the age of 50. Lolong was held captive last September and was brought to the Bunawan Eco Park in Barangay Consuelo, Agusan del Sur. According to officials, the tourism of the province and livelihood opportunities boomed since Lolong's arrival. Agusan del Sur officials are yet to determine the cause of Lolong's death. And one of our Yahoo trending topics this morning is Sonny Bill Williams. This after New Zealand heavyweight boxer Sonny Bill Williams beats opponent Francois Botha through a unanimous point decision in the World Boxing Association International Heavyweight match held at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre in Australia last week. According to WBA rules, the bout was scheduled for 12 rounds, but Botha was surprised. It was stopped in the 10th. Botha called the sudden change in game length as match fixing and demanded a rematch with Williams. Meanwhile, Botha was tested positive for performance-enhancing drug fentanyl. The northeast monsoon now prevails over northern Luzon. Let's now have Pat Fernandez to give us today's weather forecast. She's at the Solar Weather Center. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, Adeline, and good morning to all our viewers this Monday morning. According to Pag-asa's monitoring, the northeast monsoon is now affecting the extreme portion of northern Luzon, and because of this, expect 20 to 40% amount of rainfall in that area experienced by all the provinces. And as you can see in our Metro Weatherscape, Cagayan Valley and the provinces of Aurora and Quezon will experience cloudy skies with light rains today, while eastern Visayas will have cloudy skies, bringing light to moderate rain showers and thunderstorms, while the rest of the country will just be partly cloudy with isolated rain showers and thunderstorms, particularly Bicol region, central Visayas, northern Mindanao, Caraga, and Davao region. Moderate to strong winds blowing from the northeast will prevail over Luzon and eastern Visayas, and the coastal waters along these areas will be moderate to rough. Elsewhere, the winds will be just light to moderate coming from the northeast also, and this will bring slight to moderate seas. And that's the latest on the weather this morning. Amelin.
Thank you, Pat. Let's now go to Carol Ramoran for the traffic situation along Quezon Avenue. Hi, Carol. Good morning.
Good morning. As you can see behind me, traffic here in Quezon Avenue is still light. Even as the rush hour has already started, this will go all the way up to Welcome Rotonda. In EDSA southbound, heavy traffic is at Balintawak, Timog Avenue to Rochester, then Ortigas to Buendia. For northbound, it is best to avoid Park Avenue to Rotonda, Malibay to Magallanes, and Estrella to Guadalupe. While in C5, a truck stalled in Bagong Ilog southbound is causing traffic at the moment, starting from SM Hypermart. And here is your car tip for today. Buying a second-hand car will save you a lot of money, but before you better choose wisely. Check the car mileage, run it for a test drive to see its performance, and bring a mechanic so he can check the engine and other parts. Go around the car thoroughly and check for dents, scratches, and other damage. And before making the purchase, check the plate number with the Land Transportation Office to make sure that it was not involved in any crimes or any accidents. And that's the latest here in Quezon Avenue. Back to you, Ching. Evelyn.